Hey, what's going on, guys? That was very enthusiastic. I don't know why I was so enthusiastic. This is the first official Doctor Who video I'm uploading on my YouTube channel, and it is a William Hartnell Stories Tierlist. I tried making it look as official as I could with all of these DVD covers. So yeah, I'm going to be ranking both existing and not existing episodes because I've seen the loose canon reconstructions and I've read all of the target novelizations, so I feel like I have a valid opinion on all of those missing episodes. Also seen and read all the novelizations of the existing episodes. Basically, hopefully I know what I'm talking about. So I've had to decide whether or not to talk a lot about these episodes or just get on with it, because I could talk for an hour about these episodes and I just don't want it to be boring. So I'm just going to talk a reasonable amount on them and then move on to the next one. So I have these 5 categories. Godly, those are the peng episodes. Those are the amazing ones. Pretty good, meaning it's good, but it's not godly. Meh, it's pretty self-explanatory, that one. Pretty bad, it means, yeah, it's not great, and then... So, we're starting off with Gunfighters. Gunfighters it's pretty bad. I found it quite boring. I mean, Dodo really is good in that one, but she can't save it. She can't save it. I haven't put it in up there because it isn't like that bad, but it's bad enough. Okay. Mission to the Unknown. Meh. It sets up the Daleks' master plan, which is, where is it? Doesn't matter where it is. Oh, it's there. Sets up Daleks' master plan. It was recently recreated by UClan, so we can actually see it. So, yeah, Mission to the Unknown's meh. It's not amazing, it's not bad, Romans, it's pretty good. I mean, William Hartnell got some amazing dialogue and action in this. Like, when he just takes down that guy in the bedroom, is it? Oh, that sounds really bad. Oh god, I'm gonna move on from that. Oh god, Daleks Master Godly. Do I even have to say anything about this one? Longest Doctor Who story made, 12 parts. Unfortunately, only episodes 2, 5, and 10 exist. I wish more of it existed, but it just doesn't. Sarah Kingdom, she has some more stuff in Big Finish, like the trilogy. Oh my god, the trilogy is amazing. But yeah, Daleks Master Plan, Magic Chen, great. Space Museum. I'm gonna have to go don't talk about it. It's very bad. It's so bad that I can't even remember it. And I've read and seen it. Like, I know the first episode when they start the object, they can't pick up objects, they just go through everything. Like, yeah. It's an interesting concept. But then this whole weird thing happens with the stupid wigs and the Doctor getting put in this machine to be, like, oh, it's just... Yeah, we don't talk about it. Chase, either pretty good or godly. I'm gonna go pretty good because the Daleks really aren't written well in that story. I mean, there is some really cool, like, action scenes, like with the boats and the city on Mechanus, and then the final fight scene at the end with the mechanoids. It's the departure story for Ian and Barbara. I don't know if I am a fan of Ian and Barbara getting shipped together. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. I feel like they should just be colleagues. They should just be people that shared the experience in travelling with the Doctor. I mean, obviously, like, in stories like the Rocket Men, like, they are heavily shipped. And I don't necessarily have a problem with it, it's just... I think I would have preferred it more if they never got together. Galaxy 4... I love Galaxy 4, okay? People are going to look at this ranking and be like, what the hell is this guy doing putting Galaxy 4 in? Actually, the majority, they don't even know what Galaxy 4 is, because only one episode of it exists. But, yeah, Galaxy 4, I love. It's obvious that, Steven's dialogue is, it's not good. He was lumped with the lines written for Ian and Barbara because it was meant to be an Ian and Barbara story with Vicky. I think if it was a story with Ian and Barbara, I think I would love it even more. It might even be my favourite William Hartnell episode, but Marco Polo, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would put it in Godly, but unfortunately, all of it is missing. And I know that's something you shouldn't hold against an episode, but the audio recordings are bad on it as well, and it's quite hard to watch because you know that you can tell. It's one of those stories you can tell that the audio is bad, and the audio in Galaxy 4 is especially bad, and Mythmakers is the worst for sound recording, but Marco Polo. The story is great. Takana, amazing villain. Kublai Khan wants to take the TARDIS Doctor. Yeah, it's a very good story. I recently watched this. It is a very good story. Time Meddler. A lot of people like the Time Meddler, and I don't. You know what? Put it off the board. Put it off the board. Time Meddler is very, very boring. I mean, yeah, it introduces the first Time Lord character that isn't the Doctor, but it's a very, very boring, interesting concept, executed poorly. I don't like it. Savages, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad either. You got some interesting twists, interesting Hartnell stuff. I've only ever watched this one once. I really do need to rewatch it, but yeah. Dalek Invasion of Earth. I'm gonna put that pretty good as well, because yeah, Dalek Invasion of Earth. Susan's departure story. The Daleks are expanded upon, and someone I talked to recently has only ever remembered one moment from the 60s Doctor Who, and that was the Dalek coming out the Thames, because it's literally iconic. You got Daleks going around London in the 1960s. Like, how can you not appreciate that? I mean, it's amazing. War Machines, oh my god, we've got a lot of pretty goods, haven't we? War Machines, Wotan is basically Amazon Alexa. No, I'm joking. He hypnotizes Dodo. I think the reason why this isn't a godly story is because Dodo's departure is just... it's shocking. Her departure is not satisfying. 1 minute she's there and 1 minute she's not. And I know that's because of contracts and etc., but it's still really noticeable, and I don't like that. Okay. So then we've got Smugglers. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's set in Cornwall, you've got pirate plot, you've got all of that jazz, but yeah, it's Ben and Polly's first story outside of the TARDIS. It's completely missing, except for a few sense clips here and there. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Daleks, I'd say it's meh. I mean, actually no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll rank the Daleks as pretty good because it is good. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of stuff that is expanded upon. I mean, it's not that this story is bad, okay, because it really isn't bad. That's why I put it pretty good. But everything that happens in the story is expanded upon in Dalek Invasion of Earth, Dalek's Master Plan, and The Chase. That's my only problem. I mean, you got files, you got... Yeah, it's really good. The Massacre. Yeah, it puts Stephen Taylor in front position, and I like that because Stephen Taylor is a really good companion. I think he was the longest running First Doctor companion. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's between Ian and Barbara and Stephen. No, Ian and Barbara stay longer. Sorry, my bad. But this is the first time we see the Doctor play another character, because you have that in Enemy of the World. I don't think you have that in John Pertwee. You have it in The Face of Evil. Do you have it in The Face of Evil? No, you have it in Meglos. You kind of have it in The Face of Evil. I can't remember, but it's a concept that is used again and again throughout Doctor Who, and it is a really good concept. It's just, it's really boring. I mean, this is like, there is a lot missing from this episode. You've got no telesnaps. The only thing that exists is the audio, and it's famous for not having a single photo of the Doctor playing the other guy. I don't know the other guy's name. Sorry, I'm a bad fan. Alright, Keys and Marinus, godly. Sorry, Keys and Marinus is amazing. You got Vord. Oh, I love the Vord. Ever since I heard the audio adventure, Domain of the Vord, that was an early adventure that came out it was years ago now. But yeah, I love Domain of the Vord. And Keys and Marinus is a Vord story. I mean, you don't see the Keys and Marinus as just one story though. You see it as 5 really, because you've got the Sea of Death, which is the introduction. Then you've got, what's after it? The one with the brains. Can't remember the name of the episode, but it's the one with the brains where Barbara is has to go around trying to convince everyone that she's not going mad and that everything's rags because it falls off her head in the night. Sorry, that's a very vague explanation, but yet again, I'm trying to keep this video short. You got Screaming Jungle, I think that's 3rd, where Ian and Barbara have to go around that house full of traps, and they've been experimenting on the organic life, and it all went wrong. Then you've got the Snows of Terror, where you find all those people in the ice. Then you've got the one where Susan gets kidnapped by the wife, spoiler alert, and they were all working together to try and, yeah, they were framing Ian, yeah. But, yeah, Keys and Marinus is just a godly story. Don't at me. Actually, no, do at me. It is a great story. 10th Planet, nah. I wasn't a fan of 10th Planet when I first watched it. I found that it was really boring. Obviously, well, I would put it in pretty bad, but I give it credit and respect because it introduces Cybermen, and Cybermen are amazing. Aztecs, pretty good. Yeah, Aztecs. Actually, you know what, godly. Aztecs, everyone loves the Aztecs, and rightly so. It's like the Blink of the William Hartnell era. If you're into New Who, you know what I mean. But, yeah, Aztecs, brilliant story. You got Tlatoxel being a weird psychopath. You got Ixta being just straight up idiot. Yeah, it's really enjoyable. I would definitely recommend giving that one a watch. That's probably the first Hartnell story you should watch. Rescue. People like this, and they shouldn't. Like, it's a whodunit with one suspect. It's so obvious. And I know you could say the same thing about Galaxy 4. Oh, it was obvious that the women were the bad guys because 1960s is sexist, but nah, the rescue, it's so obvious that when it's revealed, like, you're not even surprised. Like, at least in Galaxy 4, you're a little bit surprised. But in the rescue, it's so obvious. And that's why I put it pretty bad. The Mythmakers, unfortunately, it suffers the same fate as Marco Polo. Like, the audio is so bad that you notice it, and that, the audio is so bad you notice it, and it's departure story for Vicky. It's got that stereotypical, oh, there's a guy, I'm gonna leave and marry him straight away. But it's other than that, it's just not a good story. Sensorites, it's another meh one. It's meh. I mean, Sensorites, I haven't really got much to say on it. I mean, there are some good cliffhangers, but I feel like the end is rushed. That's why I liked the book of the Sensorites a lot more, because, like, you can tell that there's been some good time and effort put into it, and I like that. Web Planet, Reign of Terror, it's pretty good. I mean, it's one of the very few historicals that I actually like. I mean, you've got the only historicals I really like from William Hartnell is Aztecs, Reign of Terror, and Marco Polo, and then Romans. Reign of Terror used to be my favourite story, mainly because of the cliffhanger of episode 1, like that burning house. Oh my god, I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh damn, this is good. And yeah, it captivates you. That story captivates you, and that's what all of these stories at the top fail to do, what most of these stories here fail to do, and what most of these stories here fail to do, and that is why it's in pretty good. Edge of Destruction, it's another meh one. I mean, Susan starts acting like a psycho, Ian gets brainwashed, Barbara basically goes off on one of the Doctor. It's a character, it's very, very character driven, and I like it when the Doctor does character driven stories. It's just, the plot is so messy. Like, it's hard to explain, it's just such a messy plot. Like, I can't explain it. The arc, meh. It's just meh. Like, statues is a bomb, monoids, yeah, that's it really. I used to really like the arc, but yeah, nah, not anymore. Planet of Giants, Crusade, pretty bad. I mean, Barbara really comes into her own here, but she's already done that before, so it's nothing new. I was surprised when I watched it, because I was like, okay, well this is like very missing, so I'm gonna prepare for most of it being missing. And then I watched it all, and there isn't actually as much missing as you think there is. Like, half of it exists. You got complete telesnaps, you've got audio, you got everything that you need. And the only problem is, because there are so many characters and stuff and extras, it's not going to get animated. It's not going to get animated anytime soon. So yeah. Unearthly Child. I'm going to give it credit, okay? Unearthly Child, I'm going to give it credit, because the first episode is really good. First episode, amazing, pilot. You're introduced to characters that you're going to remember for over 50 years. And you got Susan, Doctor's a grouchy old idiot. But Then you go to episode 2, 3, and 4 with the cavemen. It all goes to shit, really. I mean, Unearthly Child, the cavemen, it's just really boring. It doesn't captivate you. First episode captivates you, and then after that it doesn't. I mean, you get a lot of character development already in those 4 episodes, but that's the only good thing I can point out. I mean, it's not necessarily clever how they escape, they just light a skull on fire, and then, because they're cavemen, and they're stupid, they believe it's them, but, yeah. Now we go on to the final story, The Celestial Toymaker, an underrated gem in my opinion. I think the reason people don't like it is because there's a lot of action that goes on, and action is really hard to deliver effectively across in a reconstruction or a novelization or an audio. Like, it's really hard to get that action across, and that's the problem, because The Celestial Toymaker is an action-driven story. I didn't have a problem with it. I loved The Celestial Toymaker when I first watched it. I thought it was really clever with the riddles at the end. Like the electric chair scene. I like the stuff with the fake TARDIS. Like, it's an interesting and captivating story, and I like that. So this is my William Hartnell episodes ranking. Let me know what you would change. How you would change these rankings, and how you would rank them yourself. Hit the like button, subscribe, go follow my Instagram because I post regularly on there. Check out my fanfiction Doctor Who Future on series 4 now, I believe. Well, by the time this video comes out. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.